Hi guys, this is Dr. Moshibi Miriamolola and I'm really excited to share with you another episode of the Beautiful Branch Life series. In this episode, I'll be concluding my talk about what submission is not. I've had two parts before this, and this is the third part where I'll be concluding on the subject matter. If you are yet to watch the first two parts, please check for the link down below so that you can keep yourself abreast of the previous issues. Now, in this episode, I'll be talking about two other things that submission is not. Number 7, submission is not forced subjugation. Submission is something that is done willingly. The kind of submission that God expects from a wife towards her husband is the kind that she does with joy in her heart. It is something that she does willingly, not something she is forced into. It is something that she decides to do. Unfortunately, this is where many people get it wrong. They feel they can make the woman do what she doesn't want to do. They want to suppress her. They want to make her just fit into the mold that they want, forgetting that she is a human being just like themselves, forgetting that she has a will of her own, forgetting that she has a mind of her own. The fact that she's married doesn't mean that she no longer has a mind. It is therefore very important that we all get this right. You don't force another human being. She's not an animal. She's a human being just like yourself. She's on the same pedestal as you, only that she decides. Yes, she decides to let you take the lead. That's what it is when it comes to biblical submission. Biblical submission is the kind that is patterned after Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ in all of his glory. He has the same power as God. He's the same with God. But he decided to submit to the will of the Father. He decided to lay his life down. He decided to obey. Not because he did not have the power, not because he did not have a will, not because he couldn't do what the Father was doing, no. But he decided to let that power go. He decided to control the power that he had within him. And that is exactly how it is. The woman also carries power. The woman has a will of her own. The woman has a mind of her own. The woman is able to do most of the things that you can do too. But she decides, because she's married, to let that power go to you. She lets you take the lead. And that's just it. And lastly, which is the 8th point, submission is not of all women to all men. Now, some people get it wrong here too. It's not of all women to all men. It is to your own husband. A woman, a wife, to her husband. That's the kind of submission we're talking about here. It's not about you being in the place of work and then you expect every woman to submit to you. No, that is not the case. A woman can be your boss at work. You have to carry out whatever responsibility she has assigned to you at the place of work. We are talking about the context of marriage here when it comes to submission. So the fact that you are a woman doesn't mean you should now submit to every man, everyone around. No, that is not what submission is. Submission is of a wife to her own husband, not of every woman to every man. I would like to conclude with this saying that I heard from a wise person. He says that submission is the calling of your wife to honor and affirm her husband's leadership and help him carry through. Submission is a blessing. And when you submit to your husband as a wife, you will be exalted by God. And it's also going to lead to elevation, even in the sight of your husband. Submission is a commandment. It is an instruction from the Lord. It is something you have to do as a child of God. It is something you have to do so that the home will run like it should. So do not see submission as a curse. Do not see submission as a problem. Submission is a good thing as long as you get the right picture of what submission is. Everything will just be fine. Because I believe strongly that God never gives us instructions that will make our lives more difficult. It wants our lives to be easier. So it gives us instructions, and submitting to your husband as a wife is one of them. I hope that you have been inspired by this series on what submission is not, and I hope that you have a clearer picture of what submission is. If you have been blessed by these videos, kindly share them with your friends, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel in case you have not done that. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.